of an emergency. Today we have amongst us Dr. Vinita Singh, General Manager, Medical Services, Tata Steel, as our chief guest for the event. We welcome you, ma'am. I request us.
Thank you.
The value of life and responsibility we all have, and to create a awareness so that nobody lives alone, nobody feels helpless, nobody feels to end his or her life. So this year theme is the changing the narrative around suicide so that we create awareness to improve the communication, to seek help, to talk, to listen.
And Department of Psychiatry, senior dignitaries of Tata Main Hospital, esteemed colleagues, and the invited guests, and my dear students. As you are all aware that we have gathered here today to spread the light of hope through the awareness campaigns on the World Suicide Prevention Day, which is the day fixed by the World Health Organization and various mental health organizations of the world, and it is being conducted almost all the countries and in our country also on this day. Since we are healthcare workers, we can understand it. WHO, like it says, health is physical health, mental health, social well-being, and it's not merely being free from the diseases or ill. Now you see the mental health, the weightage. And what is the mental health? It is the emotion, it is the reaction, and it is the action and the psychology. That's why the counseling, where it is required, it is that domain of the health which is hidden. It is there in everybody. All of us are potential susceptible for physical health and mental health. What I have been telling, whenever I get a chance to speak to my colleagues or my students, mental health is like a bud, a colleague. Till the time it doesn't bloom, you can't see what is the color, what is the fragrance, how does it look like, how many petals it has. So we are all potential. If I am potential to
Students, they have prepared a mind on suicide prevention. The aim is to spread awareness and highlight the importance of empathy and timely support. I request our students to come.
We are gathered here to observe World Suicide Prevention Day. The tri-year theme for World Suicide Prevention Day 2024-2026 is changing the narrative on suicide. It emphasizes shifting from silence and stigma towards openness, compassion, and support. Globally, close to 8 lakhs of people die by suicide. Every year, that's one person in every 40 seconds. For each suicide, there are more than 20 suicide attempts. In 2022, India recorded a message through mind among you all. Dealing with exam pressure.
When we talk about suicide, we just not talk about our patients who visit us, but we are more worried about the community, school, institutions, village, farmers, lot of people who are struggling with lot of things, emotional issues, financial issues, is available around us. So, expert clinical psychologist, principal of a educational institution. So, I will introduce one by one. First of all, secondly, I invite Sanjay Misra ji, the senior resident editor, Prabhat Khabar, Jamshedpur. Uma De, principal, nursing college, medicine. I will invite Harshita, Dr. Harshita Biswas, is a clinical psychologist at our hospital. Organization, how the institution and organization play a role in promoting mental well-being and how it can play a pivotal role in the prevention of suicide.
For 2024 to 26, the previous meeting is narrative around suicide, and for encourage an atmosphere of positive organizational culture towards the mental health, should break down the stigma and prioritize the mental health of its employees. And as has already been said by the nursing students, one in every 40 seconds we have suicidal death, and for each.
Good morning. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of. We run a 4 years long basic BSc nursing course, and students as young as 17 joins us, and they join from different corner of the state. Yes. Before I delve into the vulnerabilities, let me share some symbols are 18% more prone than general population to consider suicide. And female nurses, when we think about, it's double the statistics. So we have to, keeping these two statistics in our head, from the day one itself, the students who joins our institute, because they come from different socio-cultural, economic backgrounds, the biggest vulnerability that we find is their feeling of inadequacy. And sometimes they feel that they are fish out of the pond, because the medium of instruction is English. So another vulnerability that I find is the language, which is a means or the vehicle for communication, is lacking in them. So how we address these two, let me tell that. We respect each student for their individuality. We do not
है कि जो जब हम लोग सुसाइड कोई भी मीडिया में होता है या सुसाइड के बारे में जब बातचीत होती है, इसका रिपोर्टिंग का कुछ गाइडलाइंस होती है क्या? और दूसरा सवाल है कि हाउ वी कैन बैलेंस द एक्चुअल रिपोर्टिंग एंड सेंसेशनलिज्म. कभी-कभी डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, सेंसेशनलाइज हो जाता है, तो ये दो पहलू पे आप बात करेंगे तो अच्छा.
शुक्रिया डॉक्टर साहब, आप सभी को जोहार. सबसे पहले तो मैं अपनी अवस्था का जिक्र कर दूं. पहले अपनी बात रखने से पहले जो प्रश्न रखा, अवस्था ये है कि बचपन में स्टेटों का स्पेलिंग और प्रोनाउंसिएशन सीखने में बड़ा, स्पेलिंग याद करने में बड़ा रहा कि इसका मन जो है ई जो है लुप्त हो जाता है. तो ये स्ट्रेस के इस लेवल से गुजर के मैं आप सभी के बीच आया हूँ. और उसके बाद मीडिया के तौर पर मनोज जी का सीधा एक प्रश्न है कि मीडिया के लिए एक गाइडलाइन है प्रॉपर, और हर वर्ष प्रेस काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया एक लंबा चौड़ा गाइडलाइन का प्रकाशन करता है. लेकिन अफसोस की बात कि ज़्यादातर मीडिया कर्मी अफसोस की बात कि हम मीडिया कर्मी ज़्यादातर गाइडलाइन तक आ नहीं पाते हैं. जैसा मैम बता रही थी कि मीडिया
Face the challenges they face.
First of all, let me thank you for asking this question. institution. So there are certain things that is very important in workplace. Check, for example, first one is the onboarding process, which is very important not only here in every institution, which will professionals they don't know what they don't know about the institution, so how the institution works, how certain things work, what are the roles and responsibilities that are assigned to you. So if there is certain onboard, if the onboarding process is good, so it will be very it will be very easy for the early career professionals. So proper onboarding system is very important in any institution for that matter. Here though we don't, we have very excellent onboarding system. So it will really help you in defining your. Second one is as a early career professionals will be having this career anxiety and all. So we don't have any